Hey everyone! Welcome to the Nintendo Power Couple. I'm Philia.
And I'm Danny, and today we are so excited to be reviewing the next hit fighting game for the Nintendo Switch, ARMS.
That's right. In this game, fighters from around the world with spring-like arms fight and compete in the ARMS tournament to win the top prize.
Now, I already kind of have long, gangly arms, so I felt right at home with ARMS.
No, you don't. You have strong arms. There you go. Oh, okay. So what do you guys say? Let's put them up and duke it out in our ARMS review for the Nintendo Switch.
ARMS features a variety of game modes you can play using various control schemes, including motion controls with the Joy-Con or button controls with the Pro Controller or Joy-Con grip.
The main mode Grand Prix pits your fighter against the rest of the competition in a series of 10 matches on a difficulty scale that ranges from 1 being the easiest and 10 being the hardest.
You can even play through Grand Prix mode cooperatively with a second player by your side.
Next, up to 4 players on a single Switch can play through Versus mode. You can choose to fight it out in either the traditional 1 versus 1 match or jump into Team Fight for some hectic 4-player matches.
In V-Ball, up to 4 players can use their fighters in a game of volleyball. Be careful, the ball will explode if it hits the ground or too much time passes.
This can be enjoyed both in a single match or paired up with a friend for a doubles match.
Another game available for up to 2 players to play is Hoops.
Similar to basketball, you can either throw your opponent or dunk him into the hoop to score points.
Now, if your arm's aiming is on point, Skillshot is the game for you.
You must smash through as many targets as you can and rack up points before the timer runs out.
Be warned, your opponent is on the opposite end, so you will be able to hit each other during your target session.
Finally, 1 vs 100 is a single-player game where your fighter must survive in their ring against 100 helixes.
With every 10 defeated, you'll get a chance to heal yourself. However, the next round will also ramp up in difficulty.
ARMS Test is a fun way to both test your skills and try new arms.
In ARMS Test, you must battle fighter after fighter with only using the random arms given to you in hopes for getting a win streak.
If you feel you need some training, ARMS has you covered.
In their training mode, you can choose a fighter and their arms and then work on specific areas you feel you can improve in.
These tutorials range from beginner punches to more advanced techniques like practicing your rush attack.
There is also a help option on the main screen that goes over the controls and offers tips and tricks to help you out.
Once you polish your skills and want to take it to the next level, you can bring your fighter to battle it out against anyone worldwide.
In Party Match, up to 2 players on a single console can play in online matches for fun. These won't count or affect your ranking.
However, for more serious fighters, Ranked Mode is where you fight online against other ranked fighters with the goal of raising your own rank.
While waiting in lobbies for matches to start in both online and via local, you can choose to warm up and practice your punches against target-holding helixes.
Now, playing through all of these modes earn you points that count as in-game currency you'll use to unlock additional arms for your fighters in a special game of Skillshot.
Depending on how much you have saved, you can choose between a short timer, a medium timer, or a long timer. The longer you play through this skill shot, the more chances you'll get to collect new random arms for your fighters.
Not only will you unlock arms for your current fighter, you may also unlock arms for other fighters on your roster.
You can then set your new arms to your fighters in preparation for your next match. Go get them and good luck!
So now that we've gone over everything ARMS has to offer, how about we settle the score in the review board?
Now to start, the cast of ARMS, the fighters, are so creative and they're a blast to play as. Each one has their own special unique abilities, so make sure you play as all of them. My favorite is Bite and Bark.
Oh, that's a good one. And my favorite is definitely Twintel. She's super cool. And the cool thing is that each of the stages are designed after each player. They're all unique layouts and all have different obstacles, which make them more challenging and super fun to play.
Another thing that we like is the core gameplay mechanics of ARMS. Now at first it might seem a little simple, you just walk around, punch left, right, and dodge, but the more you play, the more intuitive everything feels, you start getting better at the game and on a competitive level, it's a lot of fun. It feels very natural.
For sure, and that goes along with the controls. It's great that you can use both your Pro Controller and the Joy-Cons. Sometimes we find that the Pro Controller is maybe a little bit more comfortable and maybe a little more accurate, but what's really cool is if you get really good at the Joy-Cons, they're really fun to play. And just as accurate, really, when you get used to it.
Another thing that we like about the game that pulls you right in is the soundtrack. Now, from the opening screen all the way to each stage, the music is fantastic. It gets you in the mood to fight. It's a lot of fun and we love it.
For sure. But sadly, there is one thing that is a bit lacking in this game, and it's sadly the story. I was so sad when I saw that they didn't have maybe a single player mode that kind of delved more into the story, similar to how Splatoon does. The Nintendo Directs do kind of give some backstory, but none of that really makes it into the actual game, which is a bit disappointing for us.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It would have been nice. They showed a lot of lore, a lot of why they had their arms. None of that made it into the game.
Yeah, it was a little disappointing.
But one of the cool things that we like that they have in ARMS is the ability to customize your arms. You can play, there's a mini game you can play. Where you can acquire new arms for your fighters, and you can mix and match them on your fighter for better techniques and better strategy. We love that.
For sure. And one other thing that we didn't really love as much was the minigame Hoops. Unlike the other ones, it was easy to sort of find your opponents kind of spamming the grab button, and it just wasn't as challenging. So that was a little disappointing.
Yeah, we liked Volley and we liked 1 vs. 100 a lot more, but Hoops kind of felt like it was just very spammy. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Very, very spammy. So now that we've gone over all of that, how about we head into the ring for our final verdict?
So all in all, we will say that we love ARMS. In the beginning, there is a learning curve, so be prepared for that. But the more you play, the better you'll get and the more fun you'll have, for sure. Definitely worth it.
It really is. Now, the game might feel like it lacks a little bit of depth content-wise, but just like Splatoon, the developers have promised free DLC throughout the year, giving you guys new stages, new fighters, and new arms, so be on the lookout for that.
For sure, and if you want to try out ARMS yourself, you can download it right off the Nintendo eShop, or you can use our affiliate link right in the description. If you do, it helps support our show, help us make more videos just like this, so thanks in advance.
Thank you guys in advance. So, you want to go and fight some more?
I think my arms are ready. I think let's do it. All
right, let's do it.
So while we're fighting it out, you guys make sure you check out the Nintendo Power Couple YouTube channel for more Nintendo fun, including hauls and unboxings, game reviews, Nintendo-mations, and so much more.
And be sure to follow us on the various forms of social media using the graphic right here. Now, we love posting updates on our show, pictures of our ever-growing Nintendo collection, and we love chatting with you guys, the awesome Nintendo community, so be sure to check it out.
That's right. So we hope to see you guys in the ring soon, and until next time,
thanks for watching.